So I used first act, and then we were going to play a show, and I was like, I ain't going on stage.
I'm not.
I was like, I'm sorry, dude. I'm not
Well,
going.
yeah.
So my guitarist, he's like, well, I got Guitar Center cards, so let's, I was working and shit. He's like, just pay me back. So we went up there, we got one, and that's the one I have now. And it was like $1,000, and I'm like, fuck, man, that's just for the shells.
Yeah.
I'm like, shit, that's expensive for me.
Shell
PDP.
Yep.
What is it, Pacific, something like that, the 7-piece. So I had even the little tiny.
Was it
town.
the X7 or whatever?
Yeah, yep, X7.
Yep.
So that's the one I got, and I just held on to that since. And always taking care of it,
Right on.
wiping it down, and
Yeah.
go on stage. You have somebody draw a dick in your drum set. You don't want that.
Dude, Danny would fucking kill somebody. Bro,
With
I'm
a
not,
little bit of dust on there.
bro, I'm telling you,
Shows right up when the lights kick on.
dog, anybody besides me or Danny touches that drum kit and he will fucking
Got my
murder
nuts
them,
on your
dog.
drum
I'm
set.
Oh man.
It's your pride. It's your pride and joy.
It
It's,
is.
You know,
It is.
you
I
don't
just
fuck with another man's stuff.
right.
We wouldn't know.
And in one man's trash, there's another man's treasure.
Well, I mean, I don't lend things to people unless I absolutely know them and just, but I mean the random, oh, hey man, can I borrow your cymbals?
Oh hell, no.
Absolutely not.
We may,
No
we
absolutely
may have
not.
talked about this last time, but we played a show in New Orleans with a band that was on. They were from Ohio. I don't know if they were on tour or whatever, but we were living in Louisiana at the time. But playing this show, and before we come up, this band comes up and they're like, "Hey, can we borrow your hi-hats and your sticks and your stack and everything?" Basically, no. We got an acoustic guitar and our bass player. They're like, "You want to put an acoustic through at 812 over there?" Mm-hmm. No. And you can't borrow our cymbals, and sorry, you can't borrow our sticks. And if you're on the road, bring that stuff. What are you doing leaving?
I mean,
with all of that?
I get the travesty of that shit happening. If you left something, it is what it is. But
Right.
you're responsible for that. That's your responsibility to be,
Yeah.
accountable for all your equipment.
Yep.
It's a life lesson.
The only thing that I've ever, and it's happened to me twice actually, thought I would have learned the first time, but was a drum throne.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
that's
But that's
different.
something that's,
Dude, a drum
hey,
throne,
can I borrow your
yeah.
drum seat? Sure.
If you want to borrow a drum
But
throne,
one
that's fine.
show was like, we were in fucking Ohio. It was Frankie's. We were playing at in
yep.
Ohio. And it was on a Sunday night. There was like barely anybody there. And I had left my throne at the Maidstone. So we played there the night before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, hey, can I borrow your seat? And his seat, he's like, hey, it doesn't extend up or down. It's just kind of stuck kind of at the bottom. So I'm playing like, I'm like, dude, I can barely do my doubles now.
You're
It's
like
all
aiming
weird
up.
because
Right.
you're just this angle that's,
Yeah, there's nothing worse than forgetting your mic and having to use the house mic.
oh, right.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Usually,
Definitely.
That's really how it feels, man. Will I catch gonorrhea Find out on my next STD screening.
yeah, just breathed in, spit on, just growing mold in it, and like just